I think you can also justify the way he did it now. I think probably the most controversial thing, in my view as a lawyer, that he did was the explanation of why he didn't bring the charges. Where he really which he didn't need to do, and I understood the controversy behind that. But I had, as a lawyer, I had no problem with him announcing where he stood. It's not his job to manipulate the electoral process or protect her from it, but it's just his job to keep Congress informed. And I do think that Hillary Clinton has only herself to blame for the email problem. I mean, she, as a lawyer,
Pennsylvania.
She pressed the limits, and she didn't do what she was supposed to.
Tyson,
make Pennsylvania great again? It's so frightening when you say something that we're going to reopen an investigation.
Make it great again?
The FBI doesn't announce the reopening an investigation, and he wouldn't have had to announce it if he
hadn't gone
before Congress and said,
waiting to hear the final numbers. These motherfuckers.
Reopen the investigation.
Not yet, pal. That's what we're waiting on.
And then in that treasure trove on Anthony Weiner's laptop were 650,000 documents that were classified that did relate to
Hillary, you're fired. Oh man, I saw that meme. I love that.
And found out
that was awesome.
And announced it before election.
Let's, if we could, take an update right now on the net gains of the House and Senate, because you have the Senate with, we are still waiting on Missouri, New Hampshire, and Pennsylvania in the Senate.
That's my luck,
and
Dylan.
Louisiana is heading to
Dylan, how you been, bro?
10th.
You good?
The Senate, remember, had to have a net gain of 5 for Democrats to pick up
our boy
control
Dylan, you know,
of the US
he's
Senate.
always at the fights.
If they lose the White House, they needed all 5. Well,
it's fucking dog meat, bro.
In Missouri,
bro, the yogurt don't kick in that quick. Tyson, you blew it up?
And a Louisiana would be a red
Tyson's fun.
On December 10th is the runoff schedule. So you have 4 remaining. They would have to run the table on the remaining 4 to take control.
Oh, one of the Twitter said Brooklyn to the world won't be live from Sicily now.
The control of the U.S. Senate will stick in the Republicans' hands.
Oh wow, how's Paulie the champ? I drove 10,000 miles to see him. Thank you, bro. The Brona.
Kept the blood seed.
Followed it.
The dog's swollen up right now. I can't even breathe.
Evidence that he's done.
I don't know, because I'm not back there.
Maybe you should take the wall.
Rosemary.
You think I can? Lord, no.
Of course, we got to watch the McGregor fight. Sure.
And there's a lot of, I'm hearing seeing a lot of stuff that people say that Timmy's got in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm getting emails from the state Republican Party chairman, Rod Gleason, telling me why is Fox not calling, and we're up by 70,000 votes. And
Andre Ward.
Is it
Get a lot of that.
Ward, Lomachenko. I can't only have one. Lomachenko.
I like Andre Ward.
You like Crawford, New Hampshire?
Oh, I love Crawford.
Is still too close.
I can't say I got one. I can't say I'm a fan of one guy.
I like Mikey Garcia.
I like a lot of things that a lot of guys do.
I like Mikey Garcia. I like Aftermath.
Votes are still being
I know too many guys personally. I just
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's pretty much over here at the headquarters in Concord. Just a few journalists striking around like the crumbs left on the plate here as things wrap up tonight. When this all got started, we knew
Lomachenko's a beast.
I like Errol
Spence. Kel Brook is a
Sunday, Donald Trump here yesterday. They knew this would be down to the wire, and then
you know what it is? I like him. I like him, but I don't like what they're doing.
Senator Kelly was facing a very tough challenge with the governor here in the state.
What do you mean? That's not true. Saunders wants that fight.
Here we are, well after midnight,
still waiting for the final numbers to find out who actually won this race. And how come you don't fight James
essentially gone home at this point in time.
How about Wars?
As those results come in, to get the final count. I mean, this was a tough
put it on
particularly in the Senate
They're
race.
scared. They're scared to be in there with a bigger guy. No, a bigger guy. They're scared to be in there. They're scared to be in there with a big guy.
So they were very evenly matched. They don't want the gal. And in the national race as well.
I like
Triple G. Two figures.
He seems like a very nice guy, but he was disrespectful too. Like, I knew from first punches he was not middleweight. Buddy, you knew for the fucking 10 weeks of the promotion that he wasn't middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, just disrespectful. Like, it was like sparring. It was like sparring. Get the fuck out of here. He exposed him. Right, he exposed him. Yo, Kel Brook is a beast, bro. He started landing uppercuts on him. He was countering the shit out of him.
Do this the New Hampshire way and ensure that
every
vote was counted. Brett?
Back to the politics.
And this is a big race call for you now. We are ready to...
Nick Lupo! Oh, bring back Nick Lupo.
Has won the election in Pennsylvania.
You got us all hyped.
Victory there, ending off as you can see...
Trump won Pennsylvania.
By a decent margin.
No, that's the second.
I'm saying 2 million Republican, Trump is Republican. That means he gonna win too.
What does that mean, Kels?
So the Democrats are not going to be winning control of the Senate. The Democrats are not going to be...
America's not going to be great again?
Cabs here.
I hate you guys.
I know.
Everybody in here fuck off.
Cabs here.
Except my dog.
Yeah, fuck on in.
Appreciate that. I got right here. St. Louis Post-Dispatch
Come through for a fight.
says that
Paul.
Jason Gander has conceded the race.
I appreciate that.
And there you have it. So, holds off.
Let me see if you win.
The cab is outside.
To in there in Missouri. So now you have
I got Billy Jim myself.
Democrats held off in Missouri, in Pennsylvania, in North Carolina, still waiting on New Hampshire, and also obviously that Louisiana runoff December 10th.
Lay your fat ass back there.
On top of that, we're just getting this in from Capitol Hill, where Speaker Paul Ryan called Donald Trump earlier this evening. The two had a very conversation.
Get Jared Kelly on.
Mr. Trump and his big guy, and also his good friend.
Yo, you get to keep the slogans. He gets
to keep all that real estate. You're a Trump motherfucker. You got all that real estate.
He got more money than me.
Yeah.
He's building a Bed-Stuy.
He's a real estate mogul.
You notice I left before I had to put on that shirt, right?
Now everybody knows Eric got money.
He didn't want to wear my shirt, man. Kels didn't want to wear my shirt.
240 years
The boss for president. Never Hillary.
Dictated to by the sitting president of the United States, particularly when it comes to choosing their own leadership. I don't care whether you're Republican or Democrat, whenever a president has gotten a little bit too overboard on that, he's paid a price. We've seen it throughout history, and you know, better to leave them to choose their own leaders and work with their leaders than to try and influence it.
And a lot stands to depend also on who it is that Trump surrounds himself with. We don't. You know, we know Jeff Sessions is one of the people that he has his outreach to Congress. Will probably be his point man if he does in fact win one of those any of those three states up there in the DC at the top
the
of the
Alec
nation.
Baldwin thing on Saturday Night Live when they had Hillary talking and he made like he was Trump and he was like,
but who else rounds out his team? Who else rounds out that organization? That says a lot about how well he could get along with somebody like Obama.
We don't know, do we?
Don't really
we have no idea.
They did not.
Administration, other than Sarah Palin, I've never.
Someone said you're getting too big.
And I don't know that he really meant that.
What's Chris Christie doing tonight? How about that? He's supposed to be leading the transition team. He had some other kind of transitions taking place in New Jersey, like former top aides being transitioned to felon status.
I've had business.
Everyone dying now.
The Trump transition team has been terrific, and it's organized and know what they're doing, and they're very. Gotta say they're very impressed with those people, and I guess Christie should get some credit for that since he was the leader of it. And let me say this about Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions, if he wants to leave Congress and go into the Trump, again, we're all assuming he's going to win a Trump administration. My guess is he could get any job he wants. He was the first.
Someone said you should be a saint.
To support Donald Trump. I don't think he could get any job he wants. Trump owes him big time.
As long as we're throwing out names there, Kellyanne Conway and what a force for
I think Kellyanne Conway was going to come out of this
They can make a
a reputation
Make my body great again too.
because everybody
legalize it everywhere.
The influence that she had on him was positive and smart. And she got
Italians for Trump.
Of course, I think
they would have voted for
him. Of course, he does too. For the way he handled himself in the closing days, when he was on message and effective as a candidate. You could see it on the stump. You could see it. You could sense it.
Boom. Jews for Trump. Boom.
So you were saying,
why aren't they showing that thing
was the one who was saying to stay on message, stay calm. Like some thought Ryan Priebus, who had is going to run again to be the Republican National Committee chair, is now talk about as a possible chief of staff in the White House.
Let's assume that he does get to the number.
Tyson.
I mean, it's a big job to go from tonight to the 73 days to the inauguration. All of the positions that you have to fill, the transition on different levels of a new administration. That's a huge shot.
It's a huge deal, and that's why they start so early. So right after the conventions is when both candidates said, okay, I'm going to set up my transition team. If you go back to 2008, one of the things that George W. Bush told the senior staff was, we will have the most professional transition from our administration to whoever wins next.
Yes.
And one of the reasons he was so concerned about that was not because like W's were taken off of keyboards when he came in, but because it is a time of vulnerability for the country when it comes to national security. And you know that our enemies are out there, they're looking at this, they'd like to strike when there's a moment of like a transition period.
Hopefully soon come back to Oakland.
Teams, I think if what Britt is saying is correct, bodes well for them. There's going to be a lot to do. They will be helped by the fact that for Senate confirmed positions, you have likely to the Republicans to keep the Senate majority. That will help and go a long way in getting a lot of people into their positions right away so that they're not held up
He's hilarious.
in the nomination process by Democrats.
Now suddenly these Republicans look like geniuses for not confirming Merrick Garland, who is a pretty moderate.
And you know who led the charge on that was Senator Mitch McConnell, who said, and he was on the first day he said, we will not do this. And he withstood a lot of controversy and saying that how dare you not give the president a vote, and he never caved on that.
Democrats thought they were going to gain seats.
Tyson getting yelled at right now.
Let me just say that's okay.
Tyson, you're American.
Because you can imagine how Democrats will employ the same tactics to stop a Republican president from moving on a Supreme Court nomination. One of the things that I think we've overlooked here tonight is we are a divided country. So many of these races are decided by a point or two. We talked about the shift in terms of undecided voters who moved late. I don't know that it was, as has been suggested, oh my gosh.
Bones, toys, you want a mansion? What do you want? You want a doggy mansion? Trump is winning because you got it all.
Don't know his capacity for intemperate behavior.
I think
it's much more
like a fucking
we, the American people, very divided.
Holy shit, so
people
you do
who are
it.
discontented for one reason or another, and people who really feel like they've been forgotten and left behind.
How much does President Obama have to do with that feeling?
I think he has a great deal to do with it to some extent, but
say
I
a
think
fucking
also
state
the
right now.
policies
Holy shit.
pursued by Mitch McConnell and the Freedom Caucus in the House have, in fact,
I thought he won Maine. They took away Maine. They had
They gave him back. It looks like they gave him back
Trump, he
control
won
of
Maine,
the
and they
Senate.
gave
If
him
they were so angry at Mitch McConnell, why would they
She
give
won
him
Maine.
I think you have a lot of incumbents here, and clearly that was a disadvantage for the They had incumbents running. So
Hopefully he gets
in a
Pennsylvania.
race here, I think incumbents had the advantage. And, I mean, you look at what happened in Nevada.
Maybe on Fox.
Clearly, Harry Reid in that machine
Or whatever it
was
was,
almost as if an incumbent was running. But I think Pat Toomey, I think that what we've just seen in Missouri is evidence of the advantage of incumbency.
This guy's a
But you
mutt.
speak of the hypocrisy,
This guy
Ron,
talking.
and trust me, we covered it night after night. When Barack Obama was handing down executive orders like it's candy, he was handing them out. It was like night after night, immigration. People were standing up, people like law professor Jonathan Turley and many others saying, this is a slippery slope. And this is not somebody who had been known for defending a lot of Republicans. This is a slippery slope. If we let the executive have this kind of power, and the Democrats said, fine. They like the Dreamers executive order. They like the other, the attempted executive order on immigration, which was later struck down by the courts. And the warning was, if a Republican gets into this office, are these same people defending this action going to defend it this way? No, they will not.
Well, the thing is, it was a counter to the obstructionism that I was describing to you earlier. So I think among the Democrats,
this guy is one of the most miserable guys of them all. He's been saying everything bad about Trump and everything
historically
you could possibly think of that, everything with Hillary's bullshit, this guy right there,
from Republicans in under Obama was exactly the
I mean, they're going to get something done with the Republicans from the look of it.
I'm going to see compromise and head to a break. And when we come back, we'll continue our discussion about what looks like a momentous night, probably the biggest story any of us.
This has been so exciting just to be in the room, seeing everybody. Everybody is so positive and very upbeat, and there's so much energy in the room. So it's been great.
This has been a very negative hear women for Trump, but clearly that's been an issue with Trump. There's been a big gender gap in who came out to vote for whom. Why, as a woman, did you support Donald Trump?
Because at least I believe in what his policies are. I believe in what he says. Do I believe in the way he says everything? Not really. But I don't believe in Clinton at all. She proved that she was, pretty much disreputable. She's been in the government 30 years. She made a lot of money off being in the government. There's something wrong with that. You make it in the private sector, and I'm happy for you.
Was it a vote more against Hillary rather than a vote for Trump?
No, I like what he says. I have 4 grandchildren, and I want to make sure that they grow up in a country that is safe and gives them all the economic possibilities that I had when I was growing up.
Are you hoping that we see a different Donald Trump in the presidency, if that's in fact what happens in terms of how he speaks to minorities, to women, or about those groups in general?
Absolutely. I would like to see that change. But, again, I want to see what he's going to do. I already know what the Democrats are going to do. I want to see what he's going to do.
Are you going to go to bed tonight?
Not until they call it.
Any predictions? Seeing how you knew this was going to happen tonight, do you think we'll know before we go to sleep this evening?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Michigan's going to claim over.
All right, you heard it here, George Stewart.
That'd be horrible if
Michigan
they do
is
that.
going for Trump.
Okay, well, thanks very much. And Tom,
What?
also agree with Trump's campaign.
That's right. Kellyanne Conway taking somewhat of a victory lap right now. She tweeted this out. Things that were true. Undercover Trump vote. Mike Pence for VP. Hillary's floor and
George and Florida.
Tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common. And if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores, don't start Humira if you have an infection.
If you're still just managing your symptoms, talk with your